to Thursday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon, presented by Pacific Office Automation.
Well, what was a new thing a year ago, the norm for now, crank it up for Week 7 of Fox 12's Thursday Night Lights. There's just now 3 weeks to go before the playoffs in Washington and Oregon in the 16-team 6A OSAA bracket, and the next 16 in that Columbia Cup is one to watch. But we begin in the always competitive Oregon 5A level. Thursday Night Lights in the Mid-Valley, 5A Mid-Willamette class, number 2 Silverton and number 10 McKay. Royal Scots, their best start in nearly 40 years. Joel Sanchez leads the league in rushing yards, doing it like he does, gaining that first down in front of my guy Gino. And anytime Kyron Fuimano and Gavin Aguero get involved, it's usually a touchdown, like right there, 11 yards, McKay out in front. The Foxes, though, have won every game by nearly 4 touchdowns. This would be their first. Brody Sullivan, ring that darn bell. Brody, kick return, no point after, so and technically McKay still had the lead. They build upon it. Fuimano let it fly to his guy. Doing it for Coach Chris Fui and the Island Boy camp. Aloha means an 84-yard score. Justice Anthony feeling high and mighty for the Royal Scots. Heavy, though, is the head that wears the crown, and it has to try and contain a guy like Sawyer Teeny off his back foot to his big tight end, Brody Quenzi. 16-yard touchdown, game tied at 14. And when Silverton leans on you, it's hard to slow. Go, Diego Flores, go. Then Teeny, the Cohen Mulick. Silverton, 50 unanswered points, 50-14. The Foxes are 7-0. We'll go to West Albany now on Friday. 5-2 McKay visits Corvallis. And welcome to the Forest. Third-ranked Sherwood in 6A, one of the last 4 unbeatens. Bowman and their new palace, Pacific Conference rival Newburgh. They can score, allowing next to nearly nothing. 5 straight shutouts for the Bowman. But the Tigers, they were hanging 32 points per game. Kason Covert knows how to operate. Screen pass, Evan Norris. And Morris near side and in. Senior to senior, 9 yards for the Bowman. Second quarter now. Sherwood on the Newburgh 10. Jackson Bernard with an X marks the spot behind a menacing front, tackled at the 1, but then Jackson, the payoff on the Thursday, the goal line score. Newburgh trying to crank it up, but that Bowman defense, stout as can be. Morris, a big tackle for loss. And then Trayson Edelman, lickety-brindle up the middle until he's cutting it out and in. Over and out, 47-yard score for Edelman. And next time Sherwood got the ball, pushing it up the hill here. Covert, Kaleo Hall, 6'2", 185, little hall pass for 44 yards. A 6th straight shutout, 58-0. Sherwood remains home with Glencoe while the Tigers get home with Century. How about a little T&L at Harefield and Hillsboro, McMinnville, Glencoe in the Pacific Conference. Third quarter, Crimson Tide up 35-20. Grizzly ball till it's punched out by Matt Peel, logging off of that forced fumble. Captain Colby Stamfleet. Get the freebie there. 4th and 15 now. It's Trevor O'Leary, the spirit and the spice. Looking nice to get down near the 1, move the sticks. Then a QB keep for Zach Bryan. Played to the tune of a large-the-margin lead. McMinnville back on the rock. Kane Sullivan pulls it down for himself. The blockers doing work too. A 53-yard quarterback scamper for McMinnville. Same possession. Sullivan going to cut back and toss to a dart here. Kellen Strong all along. 13-yard score. It's 41-27 after 3. Roll Tide in the 4th, though. O'Leary, another rainbow run. 72 yards for that offensive line by Ian Reynoso. 55-35 Crimson Tide. Glencoe next goes to Sherwood for closing at home with Newburgh. McMinnville's home finale next Friday with Liberty. Another of the last 4 6A unbeatens are the 2nd-ranked Central Catholic Rams, home from Hillsboro Stadium with Mount Hood Conference rival Sam Barlow High. The Bruins going without their starting quarterback in Jet Fay and 3 offensive linemen down as well. Tough sledding as always against Central Catholic. That doesn't make it any better. The Rams scored on the 2nd play from scrimmage. Crew Newman can spin it with the best in the Northwest. Landon Kelsey wider than wide open. 54-yard strike for the transfer out of Ridgefield. The Bruins quickly needed a punt, and then Timmy Mitchell fielded that bouncing ball and watched the senior bing-bong around. Little secret code. Mitchell, one of those kind of dudes. 14-0, not even 4 minutes in. But Tracy Jackson's kids, fighters too, from East County. That's Clay Swift. Interception in the middle of the field. Well played, earns the reward there. But that quick possession, another quick hitter by the Rams. Newman, another moon ball. The cosmic clasp, another star wideout. Demarion Gates, who came over from Jefferson, tackled at the 5. but the gate would then be open. Crew to DeMarion. Another touchdown for the Rams. A double nickel to some change, 55-7. Senior night awaits Bartlett now Friday with Reynolds. The Rams next go to Clackamas. And while separation has begun across the board, the top end of the Portland Interscholastic League is all about parity, and the party just may again come down to the final week of play. The PIL is wide open as any 6A league with the separation. Yeah, it has begun. Co-league leading Wells and that new house of the cards for Lincoln. The Guardians are the top scoring team in the Rose City, thanks to guys like Wyatt Andler. The jersey's going to say number 1. This worth 6 points. The junior tailback in 27 yards with the red zone, end zone. More points, more plays. Spencer Littman. Need your sunglasses for this one. 7-yard run for Littman, man. Guardians on the top of that tree, the lookout. 16-0 second quarter. We're going to see Gus Rasmussen going to gas it up from Gus the Bus. Sophomore finds a gap and nearly gets gone. A 53-yard gain to the 37-yard line. That would set up another I to B TD. Andler once more from the 10 and gets in the Battle of the Birds. Wells hangs 50 to reach 5-0 in league, 50-13. Guardians next go to St. John's for 5-0 Roosevelt Friday. We will be there. We'll be live with our big game crew. And Lincoln remains home with Grant and Cleveland. What a backdrop it always is at Franklin High. The Lightning back in the comforts of home after suffering heartbreak that drama-filled night with Grant a week ago. Jefferson had yet to win. Here we go, opening score for FHS. Will Reed putting those dancing shoes on. Prompts coming up. Eli Oman, Tucan Tango, 7-0 Franklin. Reed is a highlight machine on a night like this. My boy Zach shooting off the sticks. Unfurled the check there. Cash Landau cha-ching, 14-0. Jefferson would reply, though. Brave Johnson going to write back. He's the Babe Ruth World Series champion, and quarterback serves it up to Montreal Brazil. MBTD, it's 14-6. Johnson, no fear at QB. Escape and put it up for London Walker. A bridge falling down over everybody, but London collects the toll. Another demo score. They're down 14-12. This one maybe is in, like, extended overtime. No final reported through OSAA or us. Please call us. 3-1 in PIO play. Grant on the road now will look to make it 4 in a row. The ever-growing Warriors at Cleveland High looking to tune in for that first win there. Generals had a 27-0 lead at half. Braden Baker, a hero from last week. Trey Bold lifted as a lineman. This one holds for a reception. More than Baker, another touchdown dream maker here. Jalen Black, the man in Generals blue, getting down and getting one, 34-0. Cleveland now on offense. Get the ball into the hands of your playmaker. Grant Kloppel, nice run on the shot sheet. No points came from it, though. One final play in this reel. Turned into a big play. Deckard Hale, the freshman, getting some running, making that quality time count. 3rd and 28. Get out of here. I'm going all the way. I don't get a play. Here I go. Generals win 41-0. Their final road game is Friday at Lincoln. The big one, week 9 with Roosevelt at Marshall campus. The Warriors will finish away at Jefferson and Lincoln. TNL afternoon lights at McKenzie Stadium. Heritage Evergreen 3A Greater St. Helens League ball from McKenzie. The Plainsmen can't wait for Halloween. Dipping into that trick-or-treat bag. The handoff, the reverse. Terrence Saryan on emotion and turns into a quarterback to their quarterback, Jaden Grace. Gain a 20 to the 2 by number 2. Then the QB's going to carry it in for 6. Little TD there. Evergreen living that good life. Heritage, not so much. Pressure made that ball wobble into double coverage. Damian Perez, linebacker pick. He's down at the 22. Later that possession from the 1. James Bethune, goal line carry, 13-0 for the Golden, Black, and Green. Still first quarter. Evergreen threatening again. Sarion takes the carry around the near side, gets the block, gets in. 54-0. The 4-3 Plainsman pulls up that regular season at Prairie and at Kelso. Heritage next face number 7 Mountain View. And what about number 6 Battleground? This one did just go final. Tigers keep an unblemished record, a nightcap win for the MAC against Union. Their first in the rivalry since 2016. 48-30. Tigers next go to Kiggins Bowl against Skyview on Friday. We will be there for our other big game, then finish at home with Camas. Union next gets the Papermakers for a 4:30 game on Friday. How about a 5A Mid-Willamette Conference score phoned in? Woodburn survives at home, 22-21 over Corvallis. Victory number 1 for the Bulldogs. And Hill High continues to charge along the 5A Special District 1. Sparty a 41-7 victory in Forest Grove to get to 5-2. And a final phoned in from Jervis. We love when you call us. The Cougs' first winning season in 23 years. is now 6-1. Their next big one, Blanchette Catholic, will be home on Friday in Week 9. And some of the fun about having both Thursday and Friday night lights is we get a little extra pep in the step on Good Day Oregon. Fox 12's Iowa Elise woke up with the Tualatin Timberwolves.
The T-Wolves are ready to go with their Tualatin High School game popped up for homecoming game. Let's go!
Yeah, Tualatin's home game with LO is just another one of those heavy hitters from the Three Rivers League on a docket for a big-time Week 7 of Friday Night Lights. It just continues. 9 featured games on Thursday, 9 more on the agenda as Week 7 rolls on with Friday Night Lights on Fox 12. We can't lead the show any other way than sending our Craig Byrne back to the big game from Doc Harris Stadium. A highly anticipating, always entertaining 4A Greater St. Helens League opener with unbeaten Skyview and those Camas paper makers. The triple header in the Three Rivers League is a flip of the coin for what will bring the best finish. LO and the T-Wolves are always popcorn ready. Oregon City Lakeridge could be the most bang for the buck. And no one has quite been able to slow the defending champs out of West Lynn. Might the Tigers be the ones to cage the Lions? Metro League title implications are going to be on the proverbial line when Sunset visits Jesuit. They've played that 7-mile war now for a century. See who claims the big carved Chinook salmon when St. Helens swims down the stream of Highway 32 Scappoose. Our Paulina Aguilar will be live in the home of the tribe. And can South Salem remain perfect at home with Roseburg? Will North Salem get right at home with Sprague? We'll see at 10:30, along with our Band of the Week, Cheer of the Night, and High School Spotlight on Fox 12's Friday Night Lights. Our spotlight this week in the volleyball court in Corvallis, where it was senior night last night for the defending 5A state champs from Crescent Valley. Danny Street is the Raiders' senior captain as a defensive specialist and first-team All-State libero who was recently ranked top 20 in the country at her position. The academic All-American, a 4.0, has held that sport dear since the 3rd grade.
Can't wait till I get to volleyball practice. So it's just been like the thing I look forward to, the place where I can really be myself, I feel like, and it's really given me like a platform of leadership, and I'm pretty introverted normally, so I think this is the place where I can be extroverted and I can because this is like, I'm in my element here, you know?
And not only did the Raiders volleyball squad win a state title a year ago, so too did 7 other team sports at CV. Danny says that grit, that determination, love, we can get out there and do other sports beyond just football here on Thursday and Friday Night Lights. Write us, let us know. We'll have the full story with Danny tomorrow. Great time of year, right? The games mean that much more. Big college football weekend. Thorns a chance to get that #1 spot. Blazers back. Soon enough, a real game that matters. The fun stuff, Nora.
There's a lot happening. And you know what? The kids get good weather this week for their football,
My
too.
goodness. Again, week 1 it rained. It was like, this is going to be one of those years, right?
Yeah.
We've been all right.
It's been awesome.
So far.
All right, Nick, thank you so much.